Hello everyone, welcome to your yoga class. My name is Celene. Today we're going to do a gentle vinyasa yoga class. All you need is a mat, and if you have available any props like blocks or straps, feel free to use them. This class is for everyone, so let's begin. Let's go and sit down onto the mat. You can sit down with your legs crossed. This is called easy pose, and you bring your ankles just right under your knees. Your sit bones are all the way back, and then you sit straight up, long spine. Your shoulders go back and down, and you can gently bring your hands toward your knees and take a moment to arrive to your mat, to recenter yourself, and to count your breath. So I want you to close your eyes and start working on your breath, breathing through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Deeply, gently, and exhale slowly, calm. Take an inhale and an exhale. Continue working on your breath at your own pace. See if you can bring your inhale very deep all the way, and you feel your chest cavity. You feel it getting big, and exhale slowly. Feel your breath moving inside your body. Calming your mind, your body. Now let's start deepening up our breath. Take a big inhale and feel it all the way coming into your chest and down into your belly, so your belly expands. And exhale, belly, chest, feel it moving. It'll come all the way up. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. Last one, big inhale and exhale. Open your eyes, and if you have your legs crossed in front of you, let's just cross it the other way. Sit bones back, straight back. Take a big inhale, raising your arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart center. Inhale up, raise your arms up, bring your gaze up to your hands. Exhale, lower slowly towards your heart center. Let's do 2 more. Inhale up, raise your arms up, long. Exhale, lower to your heart center. Last one, big breath in. Deep breath out. Open your hands, shoulders wide. Take a big inhale. Exhale, turn to your right side and lower your arms. Tall in your spine, shoulders back. Take a big inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale to the other side, left side. Lower your arms. Keep your shoulders open, your chest open. Tall spine. Inhale, raise both arms up. Look up to your hands. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And now, let's go down onto the mat for a tabletop pose. So you bring your knees, hips wide, and just right under your hips, and your hands placed all the way strong onto the mat. Grips just under your shoulders, long spine, and take an inhale, raise your head up, curl your back down, so belly button down to the mat. Exhale, curl your back up, lower your head, bring your gaze into your belly button. Inhale up, exhale. Let's do a couple more. Inhale up, chest forward. Exhale, curl your back. Last one, big inhale. Exhale. And come back into your tabletop, bringing your back to neutral pose. And we're going to extend our right leg, just right onto the mat. Strong on your hands and keeping your core engaged, raise your right leg up. Hips high. Find your balance, pressing strong with your right hand, raise your left arm forward. Bring your knee to your elbow. Extend. Keep your core engaged. One more, knee to elbow. Extend and lower down. Big toes touch on the back, then we press with your hands back for a child pose. Your hips come down to meet your heels, and your forehead lower all the way down onto the mat. Take 3 breaths. Pressing with your hands, come back into your tabletop and extend your left leg. Find your balance and raise your heel up, hips high. Extend your right hand. Elbow to your knee. Extend. Elbow to knee. Extend and lower down. Now I want you to bring your knees wide to the edges of your mat. Big toes touch. press back for our extended child pose. So gently bringing your hips to your heels, arms extend in front of you, your forehead resting onto the mat. If it doesn't reach the mat, you can use a pillow, a towel, or a block if you have one. And breathe. Three breaths. Now I want you to bring your hands up. So we call this one spider hands, where the tip of your fingers are down onto the mat, and then we walk them to the right side. Once you feel a nice stretch in the left side of your body, just lower your forehead down. Breathe. Raise your head up for a moment. Come back into your spider fingers and move to the left side gently. Did you feel all the nice stretch all the way from your arm all the way to your hips? Lower your forehead down. One more breath here. And start walking your hands all the way into the center. And come back into your tabletop. And we're going to start lifting up to our downward facing dog. So curl your toes. Strong with your hands, fingers spread wide open to support your wrist. Bring your hips up and then press back. So we're trying to keep the weight of the body balanced between the hands and the feet. So it's important that you press back so you don't have all the weight onto your hands. Bend your right knee and stretch your left leg. And then the other way around. Bend your left knee and stretch your right leg. Then come back into your down dog. If down dog is not for you, the modification can be staying into your tabletop or come all the way down into your child pose. So take one big breath here, inhale. Exhale, look at your hands. Slowly start walking all the way down to the front of your mat. When you come to the front, grab your opposite elbows with your hands for a ragdoll. So here you can keep your feet slightly separate to help you supporting your hips. Then relax your lower back, your neck. Allow the crown of your head just face towards the mat. You can keep your legs straight, but you can keep it slightly bent onto your knees. Relax your neck. To make sure it's relaxed, you can gently shake it like say no or say yes. Just take a moment of stillness. And let's have 2 more big breaths here. Relax your hands and slowly start coming all the way up to stand. Taking a big breath in. Raise your arms up to the sky. Inhale. Look at your hands. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart center. And then come into our mountain pose, Tadasana pose. Take a big inhale, raise both arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Take a halfway lift. Halfway lift, you can keep your hands on your shins or in the front of your legs. The important part is to keep a long spine all the way from the end of the spine all the way to your neck. Your gaze are looking forward. Take a big inhale. Exhale, fold forward. And let's go do it one more time. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands onto the mat. Step back for a plank. So for your plank pose, you want to be extended. Lower your hips a little bit. And then let's just start dropping our knees down to the mat. Then we're going to lower down our chest with the elbows back. So you lower down the chest, and then you kind of like, they call it like a snake around. So you kind of just come up to your cobra pose, lifting your chest up, or baby cobra. So your legs are extended. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Curl your toes, press your set back up, and we come back into our downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, exhale. Raise your right leg up. Look at your hands, step forward. For a low lunge, just for a moment, step your left foot to the front to meet your right. Take a halfway lift. Fold and raise all the way up to stand, raising both hands up, long, bring your gaze up, and exhale, lower down to your heart center, Tadasana pose. One big breath here, and exhale. Take a big inhale, raise your arms up, get tall. Exhale, fold forward. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, come down into your plank. Drop your knees. Lower your chest slowly. Come up to your baby cobra or come a little higher to your cobra pose. So chest forward, shoulders back, legs straight back. Inhale, exhale, lower down, curl your toes. Press up, top, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, exhale, left leg up to the sky. Look at your hands, step forward for a low lunge, just for one big breath. Step your right foot to the front. Take a halfway lift. Fall and raise all the way up to stand. Hands together. See if you can do a slight back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Mountain pose, Tadasana pose. One big breath here. Let's continue flowing. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Take a halfway lift. And fold forward. High plank. So from now on, when we flow, feel free to drop your knees down. Or if you're ready, you can try chaturanga. So you bring your body a little more forward, lower down halfway, upward facing dog. So with this one, your thighs are off the mat, and you scroll your toes to come into your downward facing dog. If you're not ready for that flow, feel free to drop your knees and continue with or other way to flow. Take a big breath in and breathe out. One more big inhale. Exhale, right foot step between your hands. Low lunge. Have the option to drop your back knee. Your fingertips can remain onto the mat, or you can come all the way up. If this one is a little hard for you, you can very gently put your hands on your knee, press up. So just bring your upper body on top of your heels. So we're bringing a stretch in the legs and in the hips. You can raise your arms up if you're ready. Lean back. And exhale, bring your hands down. Lift your knee up. And step your left foot to the front. Take a halfway lift. Fall. Raise all the way up to stand. Taking a big inhale. Slightly back bend. Hands to your heart center. Mountain pose. Big breath in. Breath out. Raise both arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Take a halfway lift. Bring your hands onto the mat. Step your right foot back for a low lunge. Drop your back knee. And when you're ready, you can start coming up. You feel that a little bit of balance, you can bring your foot a little wider to provide a little more balance to the body. And if you're ready, raise your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands onto the mat. Raise your right leg up. Step your left foot back to your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Breath out, right foot step forward, come up for warrior one. Your back foot, the bottom of your feet are all the way down onto to the mat. Your back foot is 45 degrees that will allow you to keep your hips forward. From knee on top of your front heel. Arms up to the sky. Breathe. Lean back. Step hands to your heart center. Tadasana pose, mountain pose. And then we'll take a moment. So make sure you get some water during your practice anytime you want to. And let's keep going. Take a big breath in, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Take a halfway lift. Right foot step back. Warrior one. So all the bottom of your feet are pressing down onto the mat, rooting down, keeping you tall, strong, supporting your legs, front knee on top of your front heel, hips towards the front, raise your arms up. Relax your shoulders. Lean back, hands onto the mat, and we're going to flow. So choose your flow. Step back. Remember also to drop your knees or to come into chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in and breath out. One more big inhale and exhale. Left foot step forward. Warrior one. So we start with warrior one and we're going to transition to warrior two. Warrior two. Your back foot open, almost like a 90 degrees. Your back leg is straight but your knee is not blocked. From knee on top of your heels, arms open, wide, your hands level with your shoulders. You can pick and see where your hands are. And then bring your gaze towards your front hand. Flip your front hand, reverse your warrior. And then in your exhale, come into your side angle. So your forearm come into your thigh. Right arm tall, strong. You can stay here or you can drop your left hand onto the mat. Come back into your warrior two and extend your front leg to or Trikonasana triangle pose. Arms extended, your arms come forward, lower down, so your hand can come into your shin or all the way down to the mat. Breathe. Your right arm is tall, your chest open. See if you can bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Start coming back up. And then come with your feet wide into your mat for a 5-point start. So you want your heels to be a little wider than your toes. Interlace your fingers on the back so you can just, toss your fingers if you can reach them, or use a prop to make them come close together, or you can interlace your fingers all the way till your palms touch. So first I want you to do a slightly back bend. Open your chest, big, tall, and proud. And exhale, fold forward, humbly, calmly. Feel free to raise your arms up if that option is available to you. Release your hands, allow them to come all the way onto the mat. And then placing your left hand just right in front of you, twist to your right side, lifting your right arm up. And lower down. Press with your hands, press with your right hand, raise your left arm up for a twist to your left side. And lower down. Bring your hands to your hips and slowly start coming back up to stand. And then twist your feet to the other side for your warrior one. Inhale, exhale, open to warrior two. So nice and tall. You can choose the length you want to use on your mat. Shorter, you can use more of your mat. Let's make sure your knee is safe. Keep it out on top of your heel. Arms up. And so you can bring your upper body a little more on top of your hips. Twist your right hand, reverse your warrior. Come into your side angle. So your left arm now is tall, extended. Next inhale, come into your warrior two. And then let's transition into triangle pose. So you extend your front leg. Arms remain wide open. You start coming forward. Lower down. Breathe. Come back up and come back to your 5-point star. And let's take a big breath in. And exhale, fall forward. Nice and easy. Walk your hands to your right foot for a nice side stretch. Come back to center. And bring both hands towards your left foot and drop your head. Come back to center and slowly start coming back up. And just bring your feet close slowly. Let them all the way together. Let's just check it out. Now we're going to do some of our balance poses. And I like to start with a tree pose. So for a tree pose, you can do it on top of your mat, and sometimes it feels better if you do it like in a little flat surface, so choose what works better for you. So plant your left foot onto the mat, strong, and then open your hips in your right side, open your legs, and start bringing your big toe onto the mat or onto the floor. Hands together in your heart center. And if you find your balance, feel free to raise your foot up in your leg all the way up. and choose any arm variation of your choice. You can bring both arms up. See, if you find your balance, you can bring your hands together. So find your balance. We start coming out of the pose. Bring your hands to your heart center, your knee to the front, and lower down onto the mat. Now we go to the other side. Big inhale. Hands to your heart center. In your exhale, open your hips, open your leg to your left side, and then place your foot wherever you feel comfortable. Any place on your leg, just not on your knee. Any arm variation of your choice. As we welcome the sunshine to finally show up today. Feeling grateful. And then bring your hands to your heart center. And then your knee to the front and lower down. Let's just shake it out. Now we're going to do an eagle pose. So eagle pose, you extend your arms and then bring your right arm under your left. So you have the option. You can keep your hands grabbing the back of your shoulders, or you can see you can bring your palms together. So you're going to do it like a little bit like that. And then see, you can lift your arms like a little higher and away from your face. For the legs, strong on your left leg, we bring the right leg around. So you can keep your toes onto the mat, or maybe you can grab your leg all the way around. When you're ready into the pose, lower your hips down. Open your arms and release. You can do it faster or slow. So now we go to the other side. Arms up. Left arm under your lap for your eagle pose. I'm going to show you this time from the side. Remember, have your hands grabbing the back of your shoulders or all the way together, your fingers touching the other hand's palm. Left leg around your right this time. Long spine, and then just lower your hips. Your gaze are forward. For 3, 2, and 1, release. Let's just shake it off. Strong on your left leg, so you can bring your right knee up. So we have steps for this, so you can just bring your big toe and find your balance in your body, or you can raise your knee up and you can bring your hand to your knee and open to your right side. Bring your knee back to center and lower down slowly. And just check it out, let it go. And now we're gonna go to the other side. First, strong, your right foot rooting down to the earth, core engaged, left knee up. Hand to your knee, open to your left side, and raise your right hand to find more balance. Bring your knee back to center and just shake it off. Lower down. Now we're going to go down onto the mat. So find your way down onto your mat. I'm gonna bring the mat a little closer so you can see me better. So sit with your legs crossed for an easy pose, how we did at the beginning of the class. And let's find our center again. Come back to the peace and the calmness. So close your eyes and bring your hands to your knees. You can bring your hands to your knees or the palms of your hands to the knees. Sit straight, long spine, long neck, shoulders back. Take a moment here. Breathe through your nose and exhale through your nose. Open your eyes and now extend both legs in front of you. Sit bones back. Raise your arms up. And in your exhale, fall forward. Continue with your deep breaths. The breaths that come all the way into your belly. And in your exhale, see you can stretch a little more. Let go of what is holding you back. Feel your body. Feel your body relaxing into the pose. Accepting and letting go. Slowly start coming back up. And now you bend your right knee. And just bring it close to yourself. You can bring your hands around your shin. Get close, get tall. And just pass your foot to the left side. And you have the option to keep your left leg straight or fold it if you want a little deeper stretch on your hips. And raise your arms up in your inhale. Exhale, twist to your right side. So now your left elbow is outside your right knee. Long spine, and see you can bring your gaze all the way up to the back. arms up. And exhale, turn to the other side, bring both hands onto the mat and just take a couple breaths here. Then come back up. Then bring both legs to the front. And we do a quick shake onto the legs. And now bend your left knee very, very close to yourself. And just pass your left foot outside your right knee. And remember, you can remain with your legs straight or fold it. Take a breath in. Exhale, turn to your left side. Right arm outside your left knee. And breathe into your twist. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale to the other side, both hands onto the mat. 2 breaths. Come back up, arms up. Exhale, release. And bring both legs straight in front of you. Just one more time, checking your legs. And just bring the soles of your feet together. So the soles of your feet are together, sit bones are back, and you can bring your feet as close as you can bring it to your body. Take a moment first here to stay tall, to feel your hips opening. And when you are ready, start walking your hands forward and fall forward. Allow your upper body just fall forward. Drop your head. Breathe. Slowly start coming back up. And now we're going to do our half pigeon. So we have a couple options. So you can come starting to a plank or a down dog. And then you bring your right knee to your right hand and your left leg extended for your half pigeon. This is a very deep hip opening pose, and the modification can be do this one that they call 50-50. So you bend your right knee, then you bend your left leg as well. So both legs are bended. And then you can just fall forward in front. So, options. Remember, in your yoga class, in your yoga practice, you always have options. Feel your body and see what works for you. So when you find your pose, when you settle, into your hips opening pose. Just allow the rest of your body to be calm. If you are in half pigeon, don't allow your hips, one of the hips to drop too much. See if you can keep them aligned and breathe. So we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. We'll say a couple more extra breaths. They say the hips are able to keep a lot of our emotions. So most of the time our hips feel a little tight. And if that is the case, so it's always good to find a nice stretch to work your hips. Gently, we start coming out of the pose, and then we do it on the other side. So whatever you do it, the 50-50 or half pigeon, come fully into the pose that you choose for yourself today. And breathe. Breathe where you are. Calm your body, your thoughts. And accept what is going in your body. Feel the stretch. Feel your feelings. And then move on. Two more breaths. Very gently start coming out of the pose, taking your time, and we're going to go down onto the mat. So find your way down into the mat. Bring both knees to your chest. Both arms around. Then just put your hands on your knees, just move them side to side. And when they come to your right side, allow both knees to rest. You can extend your arms and bring your gaze to your left hand. Come back to center. Hands to your knees. Do a couple of movements side to side. And send your legs to your left side. Open your arms. Bring your gaze towards your right hand. Come back to center. Happy baby. Grab the outside of your feet and then press your legs down. You can be still or just move side to side. And now we come into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So I'm just going to be here for a couple of minutes, but feel free to stay longer as I close the class if you wish. Relax all of your body. Bring your legs to the edges of your mat, your arms relax with the palms facing up. Close your eyes and come back into your normal breathing. Allow all of your body to relax. Relax your legs, the back of your knees, your hips, lower back. Allow your shoulders to rest onto the mat. Relax your face. Moving your fingers and your toes. And you can do a full stretch of your body, bringing your arms all the way back. And open your mouth and let it go, the air. Knees to your chest. Send both knees to your right side. And pressing up with your hand. Coming to a seated position of your choice. And remember, for our Shavasana, feel free to stay longer if you need it. It's always nice to stay all the time that you and your body need. It's all for me today. I want to take a last breath with you. Take a big inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Get a little closer. Bringing your hands to your heart center. I want to thank you today for joining me to take a moment of your time to commit to your yoga practice, to your body, to yourself. Thank you. Until I see you again, namaste.